Welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be going over stop losses and how to boost your win rate. So last week on the US 30 we got beautiful buys, and also on the S100 beautiful buys as well. By the way, I'm sending all my trades into Discord, so if you want to join, there's the first link in the description. And let's go back to the video. So US 30, this was super clean, and also this week we got the same thing, US 30 buys and S100 buys. But I'll be going over that price action probably in the next video. So today I'm just go over these trades and this S100 trade right here. Okay, so it was super simple. Let me remove everything. So okay, so let me start with the S100. First of all, if you go to 30 minute, on the 30 minute we can see that we broke below this low, which means, or it doesn't mean, but a lot of people think that once you're gonna break some type of low after liquidity sweep, so let's say we got liquidity sweep like this, then they're gonna mark the fair value gap like this, and they will look for sells from here. But when I see this type of price action, I mark it like this, so this will become my smart money trap. Okay, so this would be the sweep. I do not trade sweeps. I just don't think trading liquidity sweep is profitable. Okay, so let's say people saw this as a sweep. Now they will enter sells from here, SL above the high, and they will target the next liquidity pool. Okay, so I do not trade this way. When I see this entry model, everyone is looking for sells, so I gotta look for buys. So what I look for is super simple. I just wait for price to pull back a little bit, and then I will enter once I see some type of confirmation. Pullback number 1, and on a pullback number 2, I will enter. Okay, so right here, SL below the first pullback. I'm not gonna say how I'm putting my stop loss. I put my stop loss based on Fibonacci and some other rules. But let's say this low was our stop loss, and this high would be the TP. Okay, so let's say this trade was around 1 to 3, 1 to 4. So that's exactly what happened above. As you can see, we got some type of liquidity sweep on the left. Now we broke below this low. Okay, so this is the low. And now a lot of people will be looking at this UYs to sell. Okay, so they call it inducement, but I don't count this as an inducement. So this is on top of high right below the POY above. Okay, I do not count this as an inducement. So a lot of people will put the stop loss like this. They will have super tight stop losses and they will be aiming for the last low, but this is not how trading works. Like, you will lose most of your trades, or they will be looking for confirmation, sweep of this high. Now this should be the real move, but again, this would be the smart money trap, the same exact entry model as before. So we broke below this low right here, as you can see. Now they'll wait for pullback and continuations higher, but we entered right on a second pullback. Okay, so this was the first pullback right here. Now this would be the second pullback right here. Okay, and we had our entry point right at this black doji candle. Okay, so once this black candle was printed, we just entered SL below this low, and the first TP was this high right here. Usually after the high gets swept, we're gonna have some small pullback and continuations higher. So when you are trading indices, you can wait for the pullback, and once the pullback is done, now you can trail your stop loss, and instead of 2.5 risk to reward, you can have like 1 to 6, 1 to 8 risk to reward. Because as you can see, once the pullback is down, now price has 0 reasons come back below this low, so it will just keep going up, and you can just trail your stop loss like this, and you would be around 1 to 8 risk to reward. Okay, so super simple trade, and what I look for is just understanding where most of people are entering sells or buys, and just I'm gonna enter. If they are looking for sells, I'm gonna enter buys, and if they are looking for let's say for example buys right here, I will enter sells like this. Okay, not in this example, but you get the point. Okay, so S100, super simple. This trade was sent into Discord, so this was our reversal point, and this was our entry point. So both of these sent to Discord. And let's go to US 30. Yeah, it was right here. Okay, so we had this candle. This is a weird candle. So we had There's a huge gap around here, as you can see. So the candle should open right here, go higher, and it closed bearish like this. Okay, but if you look at the candle, the opening of the candle is right here because the candle closed bearish. Okay, so when the candle closes bearish, it means that it opened and closed below the opening price. Okay, so now this is a weird candle, and this was our reversal point this week at the top. I'm not gonna say why, but super clean. Right over here. Let's sell below this low, TP the last high. So this was super simple trade. And again, on a hard time frame, we had this last buy before sell. So this now becomes order block. So people will be looking for sells from here. If I go to like 45 minutes, you can see the same thing. So we got a wick, some type of high below the wick. So they'll be looking for confirmation from here. And as you can see, there's some type of price action that we came into level, went lower, and went like this. So this is how the price action looks on a lower time frame. Let's go to 5 minutes, for example. You see, 5 minutes, we went into this level. Now we start to create bearish price action because a lot of people entered from here. So this was just trap, and this was free liquidity to continue higher. Okay, so we tap into this level and just continued higher. It was very super simple trade. And also the next day, this was sent into Discord. This was our reversal level, and this was our entry point. So we entered right here. So this was the trade. The first high was right here, but the trade went. I wanted to take out this high, but unfortunate, we only came for this high right below it. So again, it's the same thing. So we trapped sellers right here. So we did this last sell before buy. So this was order block for sells. As you can see, a lot of sellers entered right here. Once the sellers got stop loss, we entered because we understand that the liquidity is now gained and we are ready to move up. We entered, and that's it. Super simple trades. And this is how you're going to boost your win rate. Just understand where most of people are going to sell and just buy at the same level after some of your confirmation. Okay, so if you got any questions, you can just DM me on Instagram, and see you next time.